South Kitsap High School and the first round of the West Central District Boys Basketball Tournament. Tonight's game features our own South Kitsap Wolves and Rogers High School of Puyallup. I'm Amy Powell. I'll be handling the game analysis tonight, and joining me in the booth is Chris Keogh. He'll be handling play-by-play action. Chris, what kind of match do we expect tonight?
You know, I'm not really sure. We got a couple of even records here, a couple of evenly matched squads. I think the advantage goes to South Kitsap tonight. They definitely have a home court advantage here. The place is packed and loud. It's going to be the South Kitsap Wolves playing the Rogers Rams, both 14-6 records. And the last time we came out to watch South Kitsap play, I saw them play Bremerton. They did a great job of moving the ball around the perimeter and taking those outside buckets. We're going to have to see if tonight if Bettinger and Bennett down low might get the ball a little bit more against these undersized Rams. They've come a long way, and I think they're out in for a pretty good battle tonight.
Oh, sure is filling up around here, and they pulled out all the stops when it comes to showing off their schools. Because I've noticed we've got both bands here kind of competing with each other. We've got both cheerleading teams that are kind of putting on the show for each other. And South has adorned the wall with all of their championship stuff here.
Yeah, it looks pretty good over there. Looks pretty good over there with those home colors.
Are they still letting people in?
I think they're still letting people in.
I wonder if they're going to have to turn any away tonight. It's a good possibility.
There is definitely a chance there could be people turned away. We still have about a minute and a half left before tip. People are still crawling through the doors here. It's definitely important to bring the band and bring the cheer squad and bring all the fans out to the ball games. All these teams want the best little advantages they can get coming into these kind of ball games. All these games seem to be pretty close around the Northwest Central District here.
That's intense. I'm pumped up. They got me pumped up. So I noticed we brought Roscoe in too to make an appearance and dance for everybody. I see the coaches are making last-minute preparations, talking to each other.
Yeah, taking a look at the stat sheet here, looks like Rogers only has one guy that can really match up physically with Bettinger and Bennett. Gallagher, a 6'6" forward. We'll have to see if he might be able to pound it in down low on those big guys tonight.
I mean, it has to be considered an advantage that he is 6'8".
I think so. It's pretty impressive how those guys have worked well, and it's amazing that these guys do a good job of getting everybody involved. You know, they don't just rely on those big guys down low. They do a good job moving the ball. They play with a lot of confidence, and when they get that up-tempo style of basketball going and that pressure defense, they can be a big handful for the other teams.
All right, it looks like we're ready for the presentation of the colors by the South Kitsap High School NJROTC and the national anthem by our band. Let's go down to the floor.
Color guard, halt. Freeze and color.
Through the perilous fight.
and Jonas School.
Ready for the starting lineups.
Are the two teams starting with the Rogers Rams. Introducing 6'2" senior guard Chase Van Cleve. 6'1" senior guard DJ Helsley. 6-foot senior guard Dustin Snell. 6'3" senior forward Chris Gallagher. And 6'5" senior center Zach Osborne. The Rams from Roger High. And now let's welcome back out on the court, the South Kitsap Wolves! With starting 5'10" junior guard Michael Lazama. And 6'2" senior guard Jabil Orr. 6'1" junior guard Derek Webb. 6'8" senior forward Jacob Pettinger. And 6'7" senior forward Adam Bennett. Your South Kitsap Wolves.
All right, I'm ready to see this get started. How about you?
Looks like we're ready for the tip-off here. Taking the tip will be Van Cleve and Bettinger. Bennett on the offensive side. Ball tipped to the Rams of Rogers. DJ Heatley with the ball. It's a 6'1" senior. Around the perimeter to Van Cleve. Back over to Gallagher. Heatley with the ball. Rogers patient to take the first shot of the game here. Heatley around. First shot at Van Cleve off. Looks like the board goes to Derek Webb. Mike Lizama bringing the ball across the court. Swung around to Bettinger there. Back up top to Webb. Down low to Jameel Moore. Two's good. Looks like the Wolves in a full court man here. Jameel Moore guarding the 6'1" senior Heatley. Ball in the hands of Heatley. Looks like he's setting up the play. To the corner. Van Cleve turns it over. South Kitsap Wolves basketball. About a minute and a half gone by in the first quarter. We got a 2-0 count for the Wolves. Lizama brings it past the perimeter. Up top to Bettinger. Jameel Moore up top to set things up. Takes it to the basket, penetrates. Lizama underneath. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound back to Moore, up. Bettinger in for the board, and two. Basket for the Wolves.
I can imagine a lead in the beginning like this does a great deal psychologically to the other team.
Definitely, especially in a first-round playoff game. I think that's definitely important to get that confidence early. Ball swung around the perimeter now. In the corner, back to Van Cleve. He's having tons of trouble in those corners. Up top to Heatley. Swings it to Osborne. Three's good. Correction, Chris Gallagher for three. Bennett with the ball up top, trying to find somebody. And just swinging around to Lizama. Back up top to Derek Webb. Bettinger to the bucket. Into Lizama, real tight. Nice basket for the Wolves there. Good job penetrating down low. It's like both teams set up in a man-to-man defense tonight. Oh, near turnover there. Ball back to Heltley. Pull-up jumper for Osborne, no good. Lizama to bring it across court for the Wolves. Swings to Bennett, down low to Bettinger. Looks like they'll reset back up top. Moore comes off the screen. And pressure defense for the Rams as Heatley brings across court for a fast break. Shovels it underneath. And the two is good by Van Cleve. So, Amy, what do you think the crowd like this is going to do for the Wolves tonight?
Oh, I can imagine it's going to do quite a bit because there's a large part of the crowd that's just on their feet and they're just standing there. They can't sit down. They're just watching the game, and I'm sure it does a great deal to see all your friends cheering you on.
Definitely. And Moore takes a three off the mark. Offensive board for Bettinger, right back up with it. 2 points. It'll be important to get Bettinger the ball down low early. It looks like he is the man that wants the basketball this evening. And a 10-second call on Wheatley. Having trouble getting the ball across the court as Jameel Moore and Adam Bennett were pressuring the ball. First substitution of the game, we've got Frank Blank, the 6'1 senior. For number 45, ball up top to Bettinger. Swings it around to Moore on the perimeter. And another turnover. Van Cleve with the ball on the break. Takes it to the bucket. The hoop and the foul. See who the first foul's on this evening. The 24, Jameel Moore. Amy, looks like the tides have turned in the last couple minutes here. Rogers really getting out on the break, causing a few turnovers. Looks like the Wolves might have to do a better job of hanging on to that basketball.
It's going to make for an exciting game, that's for sure.
Definitely. Rebound to Bettinger as Lizama brings it across midcourt. Jameel Moore handling it. Moore with the ball. Looking into the post, Bettinger pulls up from 12, good. Another bucket, Jacob Bettinger. Ball in the hands of Gallagher. Cross court to DJ Heatley. Back to Van Cleve. Heatley will take it to the basket. Good little cut there. Number 42, Chris Gallagher, the 2-point basket. Mike Lizama handling the point. Adam Bennett to Jake Bettinger, 4, 3. No good. Looks like a turnover ball back to the Rogers Rams with the first foul called on Mike Lizama. Looks like Ben Annan, 6'3 junior for the Rogers Rams, going to check in here. About 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Got a 10-9 count for the Wolves. Van Cleve back to Heltzley. To Gallagher to Heltzley for 3. Good. First lead of the evening for the Rogers Rams comes with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Got a 12-10 count. Derek Webb handling the ball. Swinging around. Lizama up top. Jameel Moore. It's like the Wolves are being patient, trying to work the ball inside of the big guys. South showing a lot of patience here, wearing down the clock, working for that good shot. Bettinger to the bucket from 10. Rebound, Chase Van Cleve. Heltzley to the bucket. Pull-up jumper from about 10. No good. Lizama with the ball, bringing it back across court for the Wolves. Derek Webb into Bettinger, back up to Bennett. Lizama penetrates, dishes to Moore down low. Can't get it to go in the lane. Looks like a pretty physical ball game. Interesting, Amy. It looks like they're letting the refs are letting the players play down low, letting them bang it around and get physical. I think that's part of playoff basketball. A leaner. Court goes to Adam Bennett. Lizama handles the point duty. Looks like the Wolves are going to try to set up for the last shot of the quarter here. Lizama penetrates. Bennett to the bucket. Jameel Moore offensive rebound. Fouled. Number 45, Frank Blank. First foul on the Rogers Rams this evening. We'll send Jameel Moore to the line for 2. 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Got a 12-10 count in favor of the Rogers Rams. Moore's first one is up and good. A couple of substitutions here in the closing seconds of the quarter. It's like number 30, Riley Hawkins, to check in, as well as Connor Gehring, 6'2", sophomore, number 12. Heltzley across half court, immediately trapped by the Wolves. Turns the ball over, 5 seconds left on the break. Easy buckets. That's Riley Hawkins making the difference at the end of the quarter. End of the first quarter, 14-12 in favor of the hometown South Kitsap Wolves. Amy, great first quarter for the Wolves, huh? Not too bad.
Intense. What a way to end the quarter.
Definitely. You got to give credit to the Rogers Rams, though, coming to a pretty hostile environment here at South Kitsap, and they've hung tough for the first 8 minutes.
Yeah, it's been pretty impressive, actually. Do you think the rest of the game's going to be like this?
I hope so. I think Rogers has to push the ball past the big guys if they're going to try to get the easy buckets in transition. South needs to keep doing what they're doing, moving the ball around the perimeter, but maybe try to work the ball a little more inside. The first few minutes, Jake Bettinger had maybe 3 or 4 good looks at the bucket inside 10 feet, and that looks like a key to success for the Wolves this evening.
I noticed that you talked about patience. Is that a pretty good strategy when you've got a really close game?
I think it's important to take a good shot. You know, no matter how long it takes, whether it's a few seconds or a minute. The important thing is to be patient, and make those good passes, and take your time out there. You don't need to panic.
Oh, I see that.
Derek Webb will handle the ball to start the second quarter. Adam Bennett up top, down to Jameel Moore underneath. Fouled. Ball almost dropped. Looks like Moore will head back to the line for 2 more. Now called on number 25, Dustin Snell. His first foul of the ball game. First one up and in for the Wolves. Jake Bettinger coming back in for Adam Bennett. And checking in for the Rogers Rams, we have Chris Gallagher, replacing Frank Blank.
So how important are foul shots in the outcome of the game? What do they do for...
Well, when we were talking about the close game earlier, I think that definitely is, it's even more important, more crucial to make your foul shots in the close ball games. A lot of coaches will say at the end of a ball game, if they lost a close one, we didn't make enough foul shots. So to avoid a regret, it's important to make those free throws. Looks like Heatley brings the ball back across half court. Chris Gallagher swings it across to Zach Osborne. Rebound in the hands of the Wolves. Riley Hawkins kicks it up court. First action, Rory Cosgrove we've seen this evening, wearing number 20. As Derek Webb resets it up top to Bettinger. Down the perimeter, Hawkins. Back to Cosgrove, outside Bettinger. Getting a little too physical inside there. It looked like Derek Webb got called on the body down low, trying to get that post position. Looks like the Wolves are setting up in full court press to start off the second quarter, try to get a little more pressure on those Rogers Rams. Got to think with playoff atmosphere and playoff kind of nerves, it's important to put pressure on the other team. Maybe see if we can afford them to make a few mistakes. Around the perimeter. Peltzley for three. Off the top of the backboard. Wolves ball. Looks like number 12, Connor Gehring, is checked into the ball game. 6'2" sophomore. Up to Cosgrove. Back to Cosgrove up top. Swings around to Derek Webb. Cosgrove saves it, back to Bettinger. Doubled up quickly. Derek Webb around to Connor Gehring. A steal, quick steal. Looks like Van Cleve, a quick two for the Rogers Rams. Makes it a 16-14 ball game with about 6 minutes left in the second quarter. South's looking pretty patient right now, but they have to penetrate and take the ball to the bucket. Cosgrove back up top, resets it down to Bettinger. Works his way inside. Great pivot move. 2 points, South Kitsap. Peltzley handles the ball up top. Derek Webb applying the pressure. Back around to big 4'4", Zach Osborne. Van Cleve over to Snell, back to Snell. Back up top to Van Cleve and works it inside to Osborne. Puts it up and no good. And a reach-in foul on number 44, Zach Osborne. A lot of substitutions early, Amy, for the South Kitsap Wolves. You think maybe they're trying to take advantage of their depth in this ball game? Looks like they have quite a few more players coming off the bench that can produce.
I think just about everybody plays pretty well, so to keep everybody, I don't know, keep their energy and keep them in the game, they can kind of switch them out.
Definitely. Cosgrove up to Bennett. Bennett back in the ball game. Swings it across to Bettinger. Called for the walk, and he does not like that. Cosgrove going to apply the full court pressure on Chase Van Cleve.
I noticed that it's getting pretty intense. Do you think it's pretty important for a team to go into halftime with a lead?
I think that's important. It's probably really important for the team to at least be in the ball game, to know that they have that chance they can definitely come back and win if they make a few changes. There goes Chase Van Cleve, hits a three-pointer in the corner. Mike Lizama checks back in the ball game to run things for the Wolves. Cosgrove back to Moore, takes an open three-pointer. Soft off the rim, rebound to the Rogers Rams. Matt Beastman, number 22, is checked in for the Rams. Gets the ball up top. Back to Osborne in the corner again. Van Cleve penetrates. The blocking foul called on Cosgrove, sliding his feet along the baseline. Like Dustin Snell tried to take the ball to the bucket, and Cosgrove just got caught sliding his feet around. It's his first of the ball game. Substitution for Cosgrove is going to be Derek Webb. Derek Webb, a 6'1" junior. Pull-up jumper does not go. Rebound to Bettinger. Finds Lizama quickly back up the court. That's Derek Webb working it into the big man Bettinger. Makes another post move. Offensive rebound. Looks like we got a foul called. Frank Blanc, number 45. Looks like the Wolves got to continue to move that ball inside to Bettinger. He is doing a great job down there. We'll have to see if South can stick with the game plan and work the ball inside to him as the game goes on. He is the biggest man on the floor right now. Great cut by Moore. Another offensive board for Bettinger.
The biggest man on the floor. Two meanings.
And Van Cleve back up top. Corner, Chris Gallagher holding the ball. Back up to Heatley. Penetration. Couldn't get the tough one to go. Rebound Lizama. Quickly Derek Webb up the floor. South has numbers. Jameel Moore to Bennett, to Bettinger. The tough two does not go. Rebound back out to the Rams. Dustin Snell with the board, and the Rams have a chance to take the lead here. About 3 minutes left in the first half. An 18-17 ball game. Advantage the Wolves.
And Mr. Callahan, Coach Callahan looked like he had something to say about that.
Quick outside jumper by Gallagher didn't go. And another foul on the Rams. It's like the Rams might be a little too aggressive when they're turning the ball over. They're trying to make a little too much happen on the floor after they make a mistake rather than getting back in defensive position. Substitution checking in, Zach Osborne for the Rogers Rams for Chris Gallagher. Osborne, 6'5" senior. Ball up top to Bennett. Down low to Bettinger, good look. Lizama tries his chance at a three. Back up the Rams, push the ball up the floor, trying to beat the Wolves down the court. Van Cleve takes to the bucket, takes the two, and Rogers takes the lead, 19-18. About two and a half minutes left in the first half. Lizama setting things up. Around the perimeter to Webb and back to Bennett. Lizama kicks it in the corner to Moore, who finds Bennett, back to Moore. Top to Bennett, around the perimeter, back to Webb. Moore in the corner, back to Webb, takes the three, off the mark. Rebounder number 22, Matt Beastman, might have got away with a walk there. Van Cleve strokes the three, the hot hand on the floor right now. That's another three-point bucket for him. Bennett up top, holds the ball up at the post. Lizama back to Bennett. It's like the Wolves might be a little confused here, trying to set up some offense. Lizama isn't afraid to penetrate there, gets it to Moore, back up to Bennett. Ball into Bettinger, a tough leaner. Rebound goes to Osborne, gets it quickly up to Van Cleve. Looks like he had Beachman filling the lane there, he didn't quite see him. TJ Heltzley back up at the helm. Round to Beatsman. Osborne looking to work it down low. Could have been a 5-second call there. Beastman back in the corner. Osborne back to him. Tough fade away. No good. Rebound Bennett. Izama brings the ball back up the floor. About 30 seconds left in the first half here. See if the Wolves might be able to produce a bucket before we go in for halftime. And a three-point attempt for Webb. Off the mark, rebound to Osborne. 15 seconds left in the half now. Van Cleve has the ball. Looks like the Rams are going to take the last shot of the quarter here with 5 seconds. Penetrates, pulls up. No good. The second left, and there's the half.
Oh.
Bucket went in, if only it would count. All right, we got a 22-18 ball game for the Rogers Rams going to halftime.
Very intense. Okay, well, we're going to dip to black here for a couple of seconds, and we'll be right back with the second half. Welcome back, everyone. We're just about ready for the second half of this West Central District Tournament game. I'm Amy Powell, and joining me in the booth is Chris Keogh. Chris, what is in store for the second half?
Hopefully a close ball game. We got a good one so far, 22-18 in favor of the Rogers Rams as they bring the ball in to start the second half. We're going to have to see if each team made the right little adjustments to win this ball game. So close right now, we're going to have to see the differences that they've made to really see what happens at the end of the game.
Any predictions on what some of those changes might be?
I think the Wolves are going to try to work the ball down low as they have, and maybe do a better job of isolating Bettinger and Bennett. Speaking of Bennett, the other way, big 42 puts up 2 points for the Wolves. Little confusion on defense for the Wolves as they get back. Moore picks up TJ Heltzley. Back to Heltzley in the perimeter, takes the three. Rebound to Derek Webb as Mike Lizama gets ready to set up the Wolves' offense. Around the perimeter, Bennett to Moore. Benjer pulls up from a dozen. Good. Back to a tie ball game. A minute into the third quarter, we got 22-22. Even basketball game. Looks like Moore got beat around the corner, got called for the trip as he was getting back. Pretty smart move by Heltzley. Once he beat Moore around the corner, he kind of slowed up and waited for him to run into him. As the Rams get ready to inbound the ball. Ball to Heltzley. Back around to Van Cleve to Heltzley again. Dustin Snell with it up top. Around the corner, Gallagher. Van Cleve grabs his own board. Snell to the bucket, nowhere to go. Heltzley brings it back around to the right side, tries that. Ball tipped away by Moore, but in possession of the Rams still. Amy, looks like the Wolves are doing a better job of pressuring the ball, a lot like they did in the beginning of the game. Really get Rogers off balance. Two-man passing game. Snell inside, knocked away, back to Heltzley, stolen by Moore on a break. Takes the harm, Snell called with the foul, and Moore will go to the line for two. Chance for the Wolves to regain that lead they had in the second period.
I noticed too, it looks almost like Rogers has calmed down a little bit after the half. Like, I don't know, they're not quite so in such of a scurry to...
Yeah, it looks like they've loosened up to the ball game. You know, at the beginning of one of these kind of games, you have a tendency to get really tight. It's the first playoff game. Guys are pumped up. as the game goes on, they're starting to let the game come to them more, and then whatever happens, happens. And it seems like that mentality they brought out, they're just out here to play basketball pretty much, not trying to do anything fancy. One compliment has to go to Jamel Moore right now, though. He is doing a great job of pressure defense and then taking the ball to the basket. He may be the only Wolf to go to the free throw line tonight, which is interesting. A team that takes the ball inside so much, Jamel Moore is doing a great job of being that guy that takes the foul. Stripes to Moore. First one rims off short. Second one on the way. Good.
Oh, I noticed the crowds get really vocal with the free throws.
Yeah, they do. They tried anything they can to throw the other team off. And once again, Jamel Moore with that pressure defense, the ball is turned over to the Wolves. They have regained the lead. It is 23-22, about 5 3/4 minutes left in the third quarter. Bennett down to Bettinger, makes a spin along the baseline. Nice move. Oh, in and out. It's like a loose ball foul. Jump ball called, South Kitsap ball. It's the aggressiveness that both these teams need to have for the both of them to remain in the ball game. It's definitely gotten down to a dogfight now. Moore into Bettinger quickly, takes the 8-footer, rims in. Wolves running that full court press. Ball knocked away again by Moore. Pressure defense applied by the Wolves. Looks like a body foul called on Jamil Moore as DJ Heltzley was hitting the corner. Third foul on Moore. He's going to have to be careful. He wants to stay in this ball game.
How many fouls does it take to play out of a ball game?
5 fouls. 5 in high school, 5 in college. Penetrate by Osborne. Helmsley inside. Gets a tough runner to go. As Mike Lizama brings it across midcourt. To Derek Webb on the wing. Jamil Moore with the ball into Bettinger. Good hands. Bennett takes it to the basket. Nice touch. A great pass by Bettinger to free up Bennett for that easy layup. Wolves playing that intense defense. A carry called on Van Cleve, and it looks like the South Kitsap Wolves have kind of taken Rogers out of their game plan. The first 4 minutes of this third quarter, it's been all South Kitsap Wolves. 27-24 is the count. 4.5 minutes left. Ball out to Connor Gehring. Mike Lizama comes off the screen from Bettinger, takes the 3, rims off. Ooh, loose ball. Everybody's back up. Bettinger takes the 3. Save by Connor Gehring, a great save. Bettinger rolls to the bucket. He's gonna get called for the double dribble. He put it down and picked it up, put it back down again. Connor Gehring in, replacing Jamil Moore to pick up the man on full court. Heltzley around to Snell and back to Osborne. Takes it around the bucket. Southpaw. Helmsley to Snell one more time along the baseline, and this time he's going to take it up to Bettinger. Not going. But a great follow by Zach Osborne.
Notice we have a lot of photographers in the crowd taking pictures of the game. Looks like they're from newspapers.
Yeah, it's good to see. It's good to see them support the high school squads and to get them the press and the papers. This is an important time for these guys to play in these ball games, and they definitely deserve the recognition. And the crowd does not like this call. This is going to be, it looks like Bettinger tried to reach his arm around as he went along the baseline. They're going to call that offensive. And you can hear the boos. The crowd does not like that.
Boy, South Kitsap coach Callahan was really furious about that. Just even like spun around and.
He did not look happy. Anthony Gallagher comes back in for the Rams. And he takes it in on Bettinger. Another block. Ball out to Osborne. Takes a 12-footer. Good. Zama to Gehring and Bettinger with the ball in the corner. Looks like they're trying to work the ball back inside to the big man. Izama slashing back out to Bettinger. Bennett in the corner. Izama to reset the offense. Bennett on the high side trying to work the ball down to Bettinger. Izama with the penetration. Nice take. An easy tip in. Jake Bettinger puts the ball back in the bucket. Big man to not be denied. DJ Heltzley brings the ball across midcourt. It's like Snell back to Heltzley. Snell hits blank in the corner. Van Cleve.
The South Kitsap crowd is really getting involved.
It's what the Wolves are going to need to do in this third and fourth quarter. Had the crowd help them out. And a turnover. Bettinger to the basket. No look pass to Bennett. Under the bucket. Good. Terrific finish. Adam Bennett. And it looks like it's going to be another reach-in foul on the Wolves here. Mike Lizama going to be called for this infraction.
Disinfraction? What's that?
This infraction. Sorry.
Oh, this infraction.
And that will send in Roy Cosgrove to replace him. Lizama does have 2 fouls. Cosgrove with the pressure. Snell back up top. Beatsman drives. Finds Osborne penetrating and a 3-pointer. Gallagher no good. Off the top of the backboard, ball bounces in the bucket. Tough bounce for the Wolves. Great break for Rogers. Bennett with it up top. Around to Gehring, takes it to the bucket. 2's good. Good job penetration right there.
Boy, when it gets intense like this, it looks like the players take a lot of hard hits.
Definitely. And there is Bettinger with another rebound. Derek Webb to set things up. Connor Gehring. Looks like 15 seconds left in the quarter. Wolves should hold for the last shot here. Coach sets up the play. Bettinger up top. Leans. No good. Gonna have an over the back call. Adam Bennett. It's the 5th foul for the Wolves in the quarter. You're gonna have to be careful. They're not gonna want to send the Rogers Rams to the line in the fourth quarter for those free throws, as points have definitely been a hot commodity. 33-31 Wolves, 3 seconds left in the quarter. Content to hold the ball for a mid-range shot, no good. End of the third quarter. Wolves recaptured the lead, 33-31.
That was an exciting quarter. It looks like they're pretty evenly matched, so they're really going to have something special to really excel over the other team.
It's who can make the shot, who can make the basket, the play. I've looked for the Wolves fans to really get pumped up in the last 8 minutes. Are really going to help the team. They need that crowd support right now more than ever, and I think that if they provide it, that's definitely going to give them the boost, maybe come away with this victory. For both teams, it's pressure defense and not make too many mistakes. It's moving the ball around, taking good shots. And I look for the Rogers Rams to definitely be moving the ball inside in the fourth quarter quite a bit to try to get more fouls on the Wolves and get to the free throw line. 3 points on the line are going to be a lot easier to come by than it has been for them to score pretty much all evening. As the cheerleaders exit the floor, ready to begin the fourth quarter.
Well, I can't even imagine how intense this must be for the players down there on the court.
This is what they worked so hard for all year, right here. Got to leave it all out on the floor. Helsley with the ball, handling the point duty. Swung around to Osborne. Helsley in the corner. Back to Osborne. Helsley to Beatsman. And once again reset. Beatsman finds blank in the corner, and Roger will reset. Helsley with it up top. Gonna take to the basket. Big 45, Frank Blank with a 2 to even the ball game up with 7 minutes to go. We got a 33-33 count. Cosgrove and Webb working the ball up top. Timeout Wolves. You know, Amy, that might be the first timeout of the ball game.
So what do you suppose Coach Callahan might be saying to his players after pulling them out?
I think he's going to tell them to do what they're doing, make sure that they stay with their men on defense, not give up any easy baskets. On offense, probably to protect the ball, to take their time, to be patient, like I said before, and to take that good shot.
I'm sure a reminder on patience would be pretty important on the fourth quarter when it all comes down to the last 6 minutes.
Definitely. The team that makes the least mistakes will win this ball game. Or the team that scores the most points. Derek Webb will handle point duty. Jameel Moore setting up. Inside to Bettinger. No good down low. Rebound Van Cleve brings the ball across court, looking to penetrate. Comes in clean, makes the bucket. And the Roger Rams have taken the 2-point lead. Webb to Bennett, back down to Bettinger quickly. Basket and the foul. He will head to the line to make it 3. Looks like a foul called on Chase Van Cleve.
So getting tired and player exhaustion, is that something the team really has to deal with towards the end of the game?
You know, I don't think so. I think that this game is going to be more adrenaline. These guys should be ready to play at this time, especially. They should be giving it their all, 110%. They could get tired if coach doesn't do a good job of moving them in and out, but the coaches have both done a very good job this evening. Notice Mike Lizama is checked back in for Rory Cosgrove. Jameel Moore applying that full court pressure defense once again. Giving Helsley all kinds of problems. Penetration. Partially deflected by Bettinger. Lizama on the break. Looks like the Wolves are trying to work the ball inside. They got Bennett on the high post, Bettinger on the low. Webb finds Moore. Gets Bennett where he likes it. Fall away 5-footer good. Easy as that, get the ball to the big man down low. Something the Wolves have gone to and gotten away from in this game. They're going to need to stick with the game plan. And a turnover for the Wolves, Jameel Moore. Derek Webb finds Moore in the corner. Bennett back up. 4-3. Derek Webb hits a 3. Good. South Kitsap Wolves take a 6-point lead, biggest lead of the ball game, 41-35.
That was a really important shot, wasn't it?
Very important basket. Big shot. Very low-scoring ball game, and 6 points is going to be a lot to make up. There are 5.5 minutes left, plenty of time. But if the Wolves can keep up this defense, Rogers had a very tough time once they've gotten across court to get anything inside, anything going. I'd look for Rogers to take quicker shots now that they're down, and now that there's about 5.5 minutes left. They're going to need to get the ball to the basket quickly. They're going to make quick decisions, and on defense maybe take a few more chances to try to disrupt the Wolves. Full timeout called by the Rogers Rams.
I've been pretty impressed by the crowd and how excited they are.
Yeah, they are really getting into it right now. Got a few extra cheerleaders up in the stands, I see.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Same 5 that left the floor for both squads. Lone exception, Chris Gallagher checking in for the Rogers Rams, 6'3" senior, word number 42. Van Cleve to handle the point. Taking his time getting the ball across half court. Snell in the corner almost turns it over. Jameel Moore trying to make something happen, reaches in, almost got called for one. Helmsley. Gallagher for 3, rebound to Bettinger, and a foul. Foul be on DJ Helmsley. The 3rd team foul for the Rogers Rams, the second half. With 6-point lead, Amy, 5 minutes left. I think the Wolves are going to try to hold the ball here and try to wear a little time off the clock. They've gotten what they wanted in the last few minutes as far as getting the ball down low and the guys that they want the ball to. Maybe I spoke too soon. Mike Lizama quickly to the basket for 2, extends the Wolves' lead to 8 points. And another steal, turnover, Derek Webb. Pulls up for 3. Not a go. This is going to be over the back on number 25, Derek Snell. That size advantage of the Wolves down low is definitely starting to hurt the Rams, especially late in this 4th quarter. Like you were saying, Amy, with being tired and fatigued, I think getting off the ground for these Rams hasn't been an issue all night. They are smaller, but they've done a good job. The last few minutes, the Wolves have just been pounding them down low, and their size is definitely a huge advantage right now. Looks like Rogers takes another timeout trying to regroup things. A 43-35 count, 4.5 minutes left in the 4th quarter.
It's going to be a fight.
It will be. Amy, this has got to be exciting for you. This is your senior year at South Kitsap.
Sure is.
Could be the last time you see the Wolves in this gym. I don't know. Not sure how the playoff bracket sets up, but I hope not.
Last home game for the Wolves, no matter what, so.
You know they want to win for that crowd.
It should be nice to send everybody off with a happy face, or at least on the south side.
Bettinger tough inside, another bucket. Jake Bettinger has been huge for the Wolves tonight down low. Wolves open it up to a 10-point lead. Van Cleve quickly the other way. Called for the charge. South Kitsap Wolves taking complete control of the ball game right now. The 15th foul for the Rogers Rams, and yet another turnover. .45-35 count. South Kitsap Wolves with 4 minutes 20 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. Rogers coming out quickly into a full court press. Mike Lizama with the basketball. Crosses him up. Derek Webb into Bettinger. Works for the shot he likes, a 10-footer, no go. Rebound, Jameel Moore. Saved, but in the hands of DJ Helmsley on the break. Great save by Snell, but turned over. Jameel Moore to the lane. Not a go. Lizama tips. Out of bounds. Rogers basketball. Amy, the Wolves are not letting up right now. They have that 10-point lead, but you notice they're still applying the same pressure and definitely want to come away with the win here.
It's impressive. I noticed both teams are pulling out all the stops, too. It's pretty...
Hits Snell in the corner. A deep three. No go. Rebound Bettinger. In the hands of Derek Webb. Finds Lizama. Pushes the ball past the defenders. Looks like he'll reset. Another foul on Heltzley. One more will send the Wolves to the line. Three and a half minutes, still a 10-point advantage for the South Kitsap Wolves. Bettinger up top with the ball. Finds Jameel Moore on the wing. Push off there and a steal for Rogers. Snell pushes it up the floor. A 3-point bucket for Van Cleve. With 3 minutes to go, a 7-point ball game. Adam Bennett crosses midcourt. You can hear the Rogers fan and band cheering defense, chanting defense, wanting a stop. Does not come. Mike Lizama down low, too tough again. Another quick bucket for the South Kitsap Wolves. And another three-pointer for Snell in the corner, not a go. And a reach-in foul going to be called on Mike Lizama. 9-point ball game, 2.5 minutes to go. Got a 47-38 count in favor of the South Kitsap Wolves. Rogers ball underneath the bucket. Heltzley up top. Finds Snell. Round to Van Cleve, who's doubled immediately. And another reach-in foul called on Mike Lizama. That'll be his 4th foul. Correction, 3rd personal foul. Sends Chase Van Cleve to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. That's what we were talking about earlier, South getting into the penalty and putting Rogers on the line. This could be crucial if the Wolves don't watch their fouls, because it does stop the clock and Rogers free buckets on the free throw line. If they can convert those free throws, the Wolves could let them back in the ball game. First one up and good. Second one up. Rims around, no good. Rebound Bennett. Bennett pushing it up court quickly to Bettinger. Hoop and the foul. Stretching the lead again to 10 points. Crowd going crazy. Playoff basketball. South Kitsap Wolves bringing it to the Rogers Rams in this 4th quarter. Using the home court advantage, feeding off the crowd. As Jake Bettinger heads to the line for the 3rd point. Got it. Converts the play. 50-39 count, folks. 2:15 left in the ball game. South Kitsap with the lead.
You can see some of the players have smiles on their faces.
Coach Iverson for the Rams right now has got to be wondering what he can do to get some buckets quickly. 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Might need 3-pointers, may go for quick 2s. They're probably going to have to foul, which probably plays right into the hands of South Kitsap. I noticed Jake Bettinger as well as Jameel Moore tonight. Great job on the free throw line, converting those important free throws. And if South can hang tough, they should hang on to this basketball game. As the crowd chants SK Power. The Wolves getting ready to step back on the floor. Rogers Rams coach still chatting it up with the team, trying to figure out the game plan here. Try to get his team back in the ball game. No fresh faces on the floor. Same 10 guys who stepped off before. Gallagher to Heltzley. Crosses midcourt. Van Cleve holding on to the ball. Makes a move to the basket. Pulls up for a Jimmy. Makes it. 9-point basketball game now with 2 minutes to go. Rogers applying full court pressure. And Webb is trapped. Got a jump ball here. Possession back to the South Kitsap Wolves. Lead is 9 with 1:50 to play. Ball off the foot of Derek Webb. Turnover. Back to the Rogers Rams. 9-point basketball game with 1:50 to go. See if Rogers can get a quick 2 or 3 here. Ball inbound to Heltzley.
Looks like they're going for the three-pointers.
Pull up Snell, way off the mark. And a rebound Webb, quickly up the court, Lizama. And a steal by Van Cleve. Quite a reach there on Lizama. Coach looking for the foul. No look pass by Van Cleve inside. No go. And a block by Bettinger on Chris Gallagher. The Rams are making nothing happen down low in this basketball game. They are not allowed in the paint. Rogers takes possession of the basketball. Quickly inbounds down low. Bennett with a near turnover. Still be possession of Rogers. A second ticked off the clock. We got 1:19 left in a 50-41 battle at South Kitsap. Lead in the hands of the Wolves. Rogers turns it over. Mike Lizama crossing over, coming across midcourt. Doubled up, and a foul. Foul on number 15, Heltzley. Will send Lizama to the line for a 1-and-1 situation.
Do you think this is about when South starts buying time and taking it easy and trying to...
You know, I don't think South is going to be taking... I have a feeling South won't take another shot in this ball game. They're going to move the ball around until they're fouled, and Rogers is going to have to take their chances that South misses free throws and that they can score quickly, or else this ball game's all but over. There's a quick miss by Lizama. Roger gets the ball back. Only a minute left, not a lot of time to take. And another great trap by the Wolves. Van Cleve to the basket. A 2 for Gallagher is off the mark. Snell quickly grabs the board. Van Cleve, another one, hoists it up. Good. 6-point basketball game with 48 seconds left. And we've got an intentional foul called. Not what the Rams wanted, not what Coach Iverson wanted. An intentional foul on Chase Van Cleve. Throwing Lizama to the floor. You know, Amy, I don't know if he really meant to do it quite like that, but, you know, aggression sometimes comes out and it doesn't look pretty, and the officials caught him right in the act of knocking Lizama down. This is going to be a 2-shot situation on the flagrant foul plus South Kitsap basketball. Mike Lizama with the first one up and good, makes it a 7-point ball game for the Wolves. 47 seconds left to go. Second one up. Good. Pushes the lead to 8. As Lizama and Van Cleve greet each other at midcourt. No hard feelings. Not intentional, yet called intentional. Timeout Wolves once again. 52-44 is the count. 47 seconds left to go. Got a feeling Coach Callahan's just going to draw something up so they get the ball inbounds, not turn it over on the inbounds. Got to be anticipating a quick foul by Rogers on the inbounds. So what's most important is to get the ball in, get the ball secured. There's going to be a foul. You probably want to get the ball to your best free throw shooter, I'd say. I'm not sure who that is exactly, but everyone's done a decent job with the line so far. Jameel Moore's hit a few. Jake Bettinger, I believe, is perfect from the line. With an 8-point lead, you want anybody on the line that can produce a point or two. Rogers Rams are definitely going to be looking for some help, though, with the 8-point deficit. They're going to need Couple quick turnovers, couple quick buckets. Anything can happen, though. High school playoff basketball, stranger things have happened. But if the Wolves hang tough, they should be able to hang on.
There are 47 picks left on that clock. And
Matt Beishman checks in for the Rogers Rams, number 22. Bettinger with the ball. Quick foul. We'll send Mike Lizama to the line. Foul on DJ Heltzley. It'll be Heltzley's 4th foul, and this is the 10th team foul for the Rogers Rams. Mr. Lizama will take 2. Hits the first, 1 to go. Stretches it out to a 9-point lead for those Wolves. Second one up and good. Double-digit ball game, 44 seconds left. Wolves got to press down, not give up any quick 3-point baskets. There's a quick one up. Off the mark, rebound, Jake Bettinger. Tough board. 30 seconds to go in a 10-point ball game. And the Rams are not going to foul. Jake Bettinger quickly to Webb, to the bucket. Hard foul. And he'll head to the line for 2. 10-point lead for the Wolves with 24 seconds left. This game is all but over right now. So, Amy, the Wolves did a good job in the second half of taking control of the game and taking the lead. I noticed they moved the ball down low to Bettinger quite a bit more and seemed to display that patience we were talking about of getting the ball down to him and understanding that that's where they need the ball to be. What do you think of the intensity out there in the second half?
Wow, it was pretty intense. I think just the whole back and forth and the closeness of it made it really exciting for everybody. And then it's starting, I don't know, the whole atmosphere is starting to relax a little bit as, as the Wolves gain the lead. But it's been a great game. It's been one of the best games I've seen here at South, actually.
Definitely a great game. Little charity time here for Josh Jacobson. 35 checks in for the Rams, as well as Ben Annan, number 32, on the low blocks. Van Cleve into Heltzley. Crosses midcourt with 20 seconds to play, an 11-point lead for the Wolves. Van Cleve penetrates, pulls up for 3, not a go. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Will stay with Rogers, 11 seconds to play, 11-point lead.
It's kind of nice to see some of the players for the last time before they head off, because I know a few of them are going to be doing some big things in college. It's kind of nice to see Jake, because I know he's got some big plans with his basketball career. So
definitely. You want to leave your home gym. This is going to be the lasting memory. His last game he played here, he got the win. So that's great. And looks like they're taking out some of the big guys right now. Out comes Adam Bennett, Jameel Moore, Jake Bettinger, and Mike Lizama will check out. A heck of a ball game along with Derek Webb. We're going to get Connor Gehring in the ball game. Isaiah Curry checks in. Looks like Riley Hawkins, Rory Cosgrove, and the big man down low, Connor McPherson, 6'7".
It's all smiles down there on the bench.
South Kitsap looks happy. They can go home happy tonight.
Handshakes for everyone.
Inbound Ryan Colbo. Colbo takes the baseline. 5'7" sophomore. And a steal by Isaiah Curry. 1 second to go. Throws it up. Why not? Not a go. Doesn't make a difference. 55-44. The South Kitsap Wolves, I wouldn't say sneak by, but they had a tough fight by the Rogers Rams. South too much in the end.
It's going to be a long bus ride back to Puyallup, that's for sure.
But a heck of a ball game.
Oh, yeah. All right, well, we want to thank you for joining us for the South Kitsap High School boys basketball game. And we'd like to thank the students of the video production program here at South who have made this television program possible. It's a great game. It was great working with you, Chris.
Great working with you, too.
And again, the final score was 55-44. And so long and good evening from South Kitsap High School.